wrong. A similar autumn on Upper Pima people's land.
At Black Caucus, I'm calling it hashtag Black Caucus PHX on social media. Wait, y'all never heard people say that all you need in life is a group of black people saying, yeah!
A litany for survival by Andre Lord. For those of us who live at the shoreline, standing upon the constant edges of decision, crucial and alone. For those of us who cannot indulge the passing dreams of choice, who love in doorways, coming and going in the hours between dawns, looking inward and outward, at once before and after, seeking a now that can breed futures.
I know I can. Be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I know.
So, you're going to see candidate A, candidate B, candidate C, and candidate D inside the packet, and then what policies they have supported. We don't want to choose candidates based on name recognition. We want to choose candidates based on policies that promote the needs of our people.
Candidate B does not support Medicare for all. They support strengthening the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare.
Access to health care to everyone, regardless of their pre-existing conditions.
Candidates not having that fear or apprehension or hesitation to see a doctor because of the cost.
Looking at affordable housing, candidate B is promising to invest $1.48 trillion over the next 10 years. Candidate C plans to implement the National Housing Reinvestment Plan, which will restore 2 million homes for low-income families.
At the time when I first moved here, I worked a full-time job. Section 8 list might have opened up. It's only open for 48 hours, and you have a window of time to call, 8 to 4, while you're working. And if you miss that window, you gotta wait 3 years for the Section 8 list to open up again.
In Arizona State, they have all sorts of things that prevents affordable housing, like rent control, which has been banned on the state level. And so when you have something like this, which preventing preemptions, they'll prevent states from doing that.
So you might think you know who you're voting for right now, but it might change by the end of the day.
They ask if you have crime.
They ask you, do you have crime or a background, a felony? They ask your race, they ask your driver's license, gender. You need to have driver's license.
They make you take a physical now.
They make you take a physical. It could be drug testing involved.
When we think of mass incarceration, the two big things that stand out in our mind: racism and injustice. Injustice in a system that's supposed to be justified, that's supposed to be just.
Look at these mass liberation values. This is the small one-sheet handout. These values are going to guide our discussion before we vote. They're the values that define what our people need right now across the nation.
I put out the keys to everybody so y'all can see who you've been voting for. I passed them around at the table so you see who candidate A really is, B really is, C really is, D really is. Candidate B wins by a landslide on every single category. So, healthcare, housing, jobs, and mass incarceration, a landslide. And when we tally them up across the board and we make them all one category, candidate B still wins by a landslide. That means that black people want Bernie Sanders as our next president.